Bounty killer. If I lie, me I tell. Come here, so come tell the people them say, I lie, me I tell. You remember one girl where you used to go? Queens High School. And you used to make a little girl cut school to come at Princeville Plaza upon Constant Spring Road.
Do you remember when Intense did disrespect Kartel? And Kartel replied to Intense?
All of the idea more disrespect Bounty Killer because they claim say Bounty Killer a disrespect Vybz Kartel. My question is, how no know say Vybz Kartel take that as a disrespect?
Massacre, you know you're a good artist in your youth. And one thing you do, you're the wrong youth. Don't make no man bout a bad man and no man beat for this no yo dog. You hear that?
When me see your head too, you know, I to where Kartel come from, you know. A two place me see you want go. A prison. Or dead house. Graveyard. I just see you want go. One kill.
If I lie, me I tell. Come here, so come tell the people them say, I lie, me I tell. You remember one girl where you used to go? Queens High School. And you used to make a little girl cut school to come at Princeville Plaza upon Constant Spring Road. And you used to fuck off a little girl in the changing room and blood up the whole of the changing room because little girl dip on her period and she tell you she dip on her period and you run the stoplight. You remember that girl? Okay, let me give you her name. Little girl named Natalie. Me I wonder for the same girl where Vegas I say a 14-year-old you used to fuck off. This is one of the girl them. Me don't know if I see him girl, but Vegas, correct me if me wrong. Or give we the name of the girl where you are talking about. This girl when me are talking about, we used to go Queens High School. Named Natalie. And she used to meet Bounty Killer at Princeville Plaza after school. She had cut school and meet the man because the little dirty man couldn't carry her to the hotel because she's a minor. And a uniform, the man a take off a pitney. And Jamaica a talk about this. Uno cover them artists here. One time them the out here do them wrongs. But when you hear somebody a try fix them business, uno want to go on like uno want pound them down. Go pound Bounty Killer. Because Bounty Killer fuck off little girl. Ask me for lie me I tell. And Bounty, me have a girl connect. So me can call her too. Me not play footer hype. Me just give you some details where you know to be.
I say about Vybz Kartel. Because what you call Jamaican culture now is a duplicity of things now we could talk about when you say Jamaican culture. Because I don't know which aspect of the culture you talk about. Because you have Rasta, which is a culture.
The culture.
You have reggae music, dancehall music.
The large
the people
part
them politically.
Them.
Eh?
The large portion of the culture that's celebrating his release.
That celebrate what?
Celebrating his release.
Because that is dancehall culture. That's a set of people who into that kind of culture. But I don't know, I only broaden it and say.
A monolith, like it.
Yeah, you know, what say about the culture. You know, it's like a man I say, dancehall dead, you know. I don't know dancehall dead. Or you say dancehall dead. When I go foreign and I see a stage with 200,000 people in front of me, I know you know dancehall music on it. I play reggae me here and the whole time reggae them carry me walk like how me so can walk here. You know, so me I say, but all them dead there for so much years. Look at all mass agreements. At 60 years, she had sing from she had 12-year-old. At 60 years now, she was celebrating at the reggae music industry. And she still had tour all over the place. When you look on the lineup them, artists on all of the festival them are foreign. Burning Spear, this, that. And mostly reggae culture with a little tip of dancehall, two little dancehall man in it. So you have to differentiate cultures. Reggae and dancehall, you know. Dancehall and no reggae. You know, see, you have to differentiate now when you say reggae culture. You know, you have ska culture too. Ska start in Jamaica, but you don't know ska band in Jamaica. If you go to Europe, you see ska band. You see band, dancehall culture. You know, dancehall culture now, it around the place, you know. And it comes with a certain vibration that I don't really work with. You know, dancehall culture seem to be a culture where it's almost like it try to X out the culture of reggae, which is Rasta. You see? So you find that the youth them now is a kind of dark, you know, very, very down kind of vibes. We look happy, but the happiness we see is the woman them, you know, and the materialism because every dancehall artist, and I don't dancehall, they work them the artists them to the Afrobeat artists them. Every time I see them take a picture, them take it in front of a car or a big house. That is what them do. Every one of them take it in front of a car or a house. I mean, I say, well, that's the culture. You know, see, when we used to say the Rastaman them, a reggae, and them they are river, you know, them see them a chop something, all right, smoke herbs, some serious chalice a pull and all them something there. So it's a total different thing. One must not mix up dancehall culture with reggae culture, you know, because it is reggae is what Rasta use to drive Rasta outside there. Because we don't have a church, we don't have no school to profess that. So we use the music. And the music has been very powerful to move Rasta from Jamaica to the whole world. You see, and the most influential culture will come out of Jamaica now. It's not Jamaican culture, it's Rasta culture. That is the most powerful thing come out of Jamaica right now. You know, so we can't mix it up now with them dancehall youth and nowhere. And money them I work with. You know, see, right now you have artists who have sing all them life and him can't have a house, him have a house. And him have sing for 60 years. You know, see. And him can't support certain family, and family that. The man them now, them don't have no family, so them none of that. But them a bet big money. One man go up foreign and come back and you see him a buy Benz. You know, see wife started to come out the other day and him have BMW, him have this, that. He got in a jail, him a do that. Him a make music in a jail. You see. So me no want put together and say the Jamaican culture and how the people them are going over Vibes Cartel. Means say it's so the people them all over Jamaica go and celebrate him release. And when I celebrate him release, because him oppose the system too. Some of them vex about the system like me, yeah. Me not celebrate nothing, you know, because I say it's like you have Donald Trump and what's your name? Kamala. None of them is not preferable to me, you know, but if me get up and hear say Kamala win, would I prefer that? Because I don't choose Donald Trump over based upon what I see him say and hear him say. I won't deal with it. So in the Vibes Cartel situation now, the people them are recognize say the system is a fraud. And them now for the system. And them not care what them want to say. Them feel let him go. And now that them let him go, them feel good about it, so them celebrate that. Most Jamaican now celebrate that. That's it. Most Jamaican dep on WhatsApp, YouTube, and them things. So you see that, like it's most Jamaican. I do that. You know, but it's that thing when man celebrate. People celebrate it. Or you have certain people don't celebrate it. You have people love dance, or you have some people can't take dance. Personally, the nowadays dance hall, I don't like it. Because I see that celebrate something with black woman. I say, oh, black woman. Every dance hall thing you see a woman in her bottom in the camera, like put up in her bottom of the camera. Oh, where that is why. But it's that the youth them celebrate. And the gyrating and the dark gun business and all them something there. That are in a trap. You know, it's like we are going now in America with P. Diddy. And when you say, but you mean say them man are the same that going with all the while? Every one of them, go right into Hollywood too. I didn't think about it, but you say, no, it couldn't be so broad and wide. Every day, you see something about P. Diddy. Just like how you have with the other brother with them little old. What's his name again?
R. Kelly,
R. Kelly. But this one look like it worse.
big time.
Yeah. That come like Epstein where they dip on the island.
It looked like it's worse than Epstein, right?
Yeah, so when you really check it now, me now go put this music you know where people them, you know, with people like the Temptations and Aretha Franklin and Otis Redding and all them people there, you know. That me listen to. And you have some now me listen to still, but me I show you say, me not a hip hop kind of, I collect every kind of music. If you listen to my program, I listen to music when we play for Irie. I play music when we play for Irie. That's it. If it not say some things, or if it not show a sight of quality in the human spirit, I not play it. You know? And that no mean say you can't talk about sex in the music, you know. Sometimes not what you say is how you say it. And that is problematic to me personally. I'm not a Christian, but I know say in my spirit, I must be satisfied say when I play it, it don't come across like, you know, why Bridget, you know, educated, you don't understand where you're going. Why you play that? Nobody can tell me that when I play a tune on the radio, say, why me I play that if I don't hear the lyrics. You know, see, sometimes I play a tune, I never know what's your bad word in it. And them call me and say, Muta, you have to write a letter, say, apologize. And them say, I'm do it. And I say, but I don't know how that miss me, you know. And I call the other and say, Bridget, oh, you make them tune, you make radio edit and audio edit. Why would not make a tune with car play upon the radio? I mean, you can't say something bad and not say them lyrics because at this time, I don't have nothing against bad word, but me is not supposed to play it on the radio. I mean, he's a lawful man. And that Marcus Garvey tell me for do. And I said, the country where you know, I just follow the law, them, man. Don't kind of go and bully a policeman when they stop you. Call him sir and yeah, so me do it. Yes, sir, no, sir. See? And then we them in the outside. So we are talking for brethren. You know, what I would, you know, say a Babylon. No, I mean, not that bloodbath. If a policeman lick me, I lick him back. If a policeman lick me, I lick him back. That's why when him stop me, I say, yes, officer, so what me do now? And him say, why you want to see I go speed limit? You know, I say, you want to me never know, you know, so all right, me guilty, so tell me what you have to do now, because I can't deny what you say. He might say, all right, go on. But me not go business, so I mean stop. Stop the one, me never go to eat what you talk about. You see, you know, fireball. No, me do like that. Because me know me stay. If a policeman lick me, I go lick him back. I just saw.
I've heard you say numerous times that the Bible is one of the main contributors to the issues African people experience across the world, right?
Yeah.
For those listening, could you explain why do you believe the Bible has negatively impacted the minds of black people so much?
You want the short answer, right?
I want the full answer.
All right. The Bible, as we have it in the Western world as now, was used to pacify black people. And after them come Africa, in a certain place Africa, when David Livingstone and Richard Burt and all these people come, them have the Bible. And there's a saying in a Kenya when them say, when the white man come, them taught us to pray with our eyes closed. And when we open it, they had our land and we have the Bible. And whether it's a proverb or not, from that time until now, we see black people hold on upon the Bible more than how them hold on upon them pride of them race. and the consciousness where they will have when they live in Africa as a people. Because the white man come show you a book where them copy. Because we must remember, say, when them did not make a version of the Bible at the time, 500 odd years ago, there was no print tree. So them copy the Bible with hand. And when them copy it with hand, the man who copy it, whether he will understand what I say or not, he have to put it to make him understand what I say. So when him write it down, it come to you as for him interpretation. And they use it to oppress African people from them time to the point where there's nothing else where the white man create in front of black people. We have subjugated and have helped to keep black people in line like the Bible. Not them politics, nothing else. The Bible is where them use and control black people. And if you ask anybody we're into the Bible, when them quote the Bible and tell you say it's the word of God. Now if you tell a man say this book, the thing will make you, the thing will make the heaven and the earth, this is them word. This is the word of that thing. There's no way you as a subjugated fool can go around that. So for them to say this book is the word of God, you as a, what them call a sinner, as a person who look for salvation, you can't go around it. And that is really what them use. Why I say that? I say that because for 500 years, right now, 500 odd years since the Bible, King James Bible, come to we so. When we look on the world, when we look on the Spanish-speaking, Caribbean-speaking, English-speaking countries, the church is the main source of our education. Because most of the school them was started by the church. Most of the school them was dominated by a denomination of the church. So what we find now say that them connect education with the Bible. And you can't get around that. You can't get around the Bible. And every time a man interpret the Bible, him say, God say. Now how can you, a man who never hear about this thing yet, but you believe in a God, and him say God say, oh, you go oppose him. You can't oppose that. Him come tell you say God say. And anything where you say outside of that, you're a heathen or you're a devil. When a man come like me, I not believe in a God, I not believe in a devil now. What happened to the people them who never hear about the Bible yet, never hear about Jesus yet? Are they going to be tried and found guilty of not believing in Jesus? Because you have people in the world never hear about Jesus yet. Because white people don't reach this so. All like China and some, people see China as a city. You have rural areas in China. You know, the Tibetan them get isolated from China because they want them own independence. And from them time until now, they might try to get rid of Buddhism from China because them say them don't have no spiritual thing like the Tibetan them. Them not accept nothing but for them cultural expression, which is Buddhism. In India, you have about 14 million different religions. And none of them not include Christianity. So how you will get these people now to come around to your understanding and say the Bible is only black people who you find most away in this part of the world and Africa. Because we are the only people who people come to your country and take you out and carry you to the next country. Them never go, Africa never go in our next country yet and take out people and carry them go and next country and colonize them. We have conquered other people, but we never take them out of them country and carry them go our country or colonize them. White people take out of our country and carry out for them country, or other people country, like America, like Caribbean, and colonize we. But the main thing that them have is not the gun, it's the Bible. That is what them use, the Bible. And if a black man start to read the Bible, him start to recognize a whole heap of the things them were in there. Him not believe it. But guess what? Him have to twist it around the next way if he accept it. Yeah, so now him start to believe something where him want unbelieve, but him make that something now become part of seeing belief. You know? And that is like what I find with a whole heap of people who accept Christianity in where me live, in a Jamaica. I'm not saying that there no other way, but Jamaica me talk about. That them will give up GLP and them give up PNP, but them nah give up Christian thinking. Even the gunman them, the man them have Bible in them back pocket. Me a people, me a gunman attack and I say, but I tell you, you know, God make me not get the policeman to catch me, you know, because me shot the boy, you know. I'm see the boy dropping on my road, I'm hear police are coming, I'm say, God make the police, me say, eh, you just murder a man and I tell another man, say, God make the policeman not catch you. And people have that way there. Them have that way there where a car drive, two people in the car and the car crash. And the driver foot broke. And people come and I say, boy, thank God I know the 2 foot broke. Me I say, yeah, thank God say no broke me 2 foot. That's why I broke one. You know, man dead over precipice and one man saved. And people come and say, God save him, thank God, Jesus, thank God, and get saved. They want to the man who go down over the precipice. They're dead. If it not go your way, you see the devil. If it go your way, you see God. Or you know good, or you know bad. You have to know good, you know. Or you know good. You have to know bad. Because you have to have something associated good with. To say something wrong. So what them developing is a good and bad thing. A God and devil thing. We never have no God and devil in our tradition. We never have no God and devil in our tradition. When something go wrong, we blame the gods. We blame the God of this or the God of that. Even when rain fall, if you're looking at Yoruba tradition, even at Santeria, all I do is the God of the gods, and then you have the other God, Shango and all these things. And Shango is a God. So if something happen, I give praises. If you feel you want rain to fall, you go to that God. If you want water, you have God of the water. You never have no devil. You know, see? And that is what they put you in, because if you start to believe that, people say you're pagan. When you look on voodoo, and them talk about the issue of animism, but everything is connected and it have life. Christianity not tell you that. Christianity said this is that, so it goes that. From it now, my life, it have no significance to the thing. I don't know how much dog in heaven or lion in heaven. I never hear about animals in heaven yet. I wonder if I go up there and dose to nothing. Like bird, me no want to go there so. Because I'm a human being and I'm used to that. Maybe when you're dead now and go up there, you don't really need to see that. But then maybe you don't need to see nobody up there. I mean, you're a Rasta man. Even Rasta man now. Me a Rasta man, I say, the dread dead, you know, why I'm gone to Zion. I mean, question that. Because I say, then tell me something now. You mean say, appear dead people gone to Zion. My thing says, well, let's just say Rasta. It says, Zion is in Ethiopia. And me get to understand it a different way. You know, I say Zion, they are Israel, the land of Israel. Because I go there already. I go to Zion and them show me about David Berry. And I say, them people are not easy, you know. And when I look at pure tourists there, Peer tourists. That's when me and Tony will look at me and say, boy, brethren, and that's why it reach now. Because we talk about Zion and Jamaica, about Zion. And we start to turn Zion in our spirit place. See? Because we start to say, Zion is a well, older place, no sin cannot enter there. But then again, we have to say, Ethiopia, Zion. So, it's the Bible them get that from, you know. Its foundation is in the holy mountain, the Lord loveth the gates of Zion, more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of God. What am I talking about? It's a city where King David lived. That is what I talk about, you know. It's a praise to the King of Israel. It's not to God, you know. His foundation is in the holy mountain. The man who write it is writing to David. I praise David. The Lord loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob, which is the other tribes of Israel, because them have praised Judah. So when a man has said, no, boy, the man dead and him gone at Zion. Why, him all right. We say, why, him dead? They talk about him all right, but I prefer be living than dying. Human being is the only creature on earth when no same about dead, and every day him get up and tries to prevent it. That is what happened. And Rasta say, me born, when name, well, born over here too, but Peter Tosh. Peter Tosh say him can't dead. And when him say him can't dead, him know me like, a man shoot him and him drop in a coffin. It means him can't dead, him go live forever. That's all them wives start to believe it too. And man go and go shoot him. And me hear some elder man, him never say him can't dead, means say him spirit. I go on, him a talk about how him stay at son, him can't dead. How can a man think that? Because he might interpret the Bible. And that he might interpret, you know. It's the Bible make him say that, you know.
Do you feel there's anything to learn from the Bible? I understand.
A whole heap of things that if you learn. What you say, man?
Nah, I want to clear that because I think some people think that like your view of the Bible is a totally negative thing, and they don't understand this.
No, well, if I listen to my radio program, I wouldn't say that, man. Look here, man. You know, I am quote the Bible about 3-4 times or so. Eh?
I want you to clear it up for the people, please. Yeah.
I have to clear it up because I don't understand why I have to clear up that. I have to clear up that, Bridget. But just quote 3 things about the Bible. Eh? If the watchman to the danger don't warn the people, the brother, the people, the Bible that come from, you know. Then we could have say, there is things in the Bible that you can refer to. But people sometimes, them is so fundamentalist in them thinking that them use the Bible so literal.
Justify everything.
That them can't pass the parable. It's like, all right, Brother Nancy is a Ashanti thing, you know. But every Brother Nancy story have a meaning. But you don't go look for a spider water. You don't go to Africa and go say, tell me something where Brother Nancy live. And that which house bottom him live. No, it's a parable that when you say it, it have a greater meaning to it. So there's a whole heap of story in the Bible that is parables. But somehow black people hold on upon it literally.
That's the problem.
And then now them get caught in the madness. All right. Haile Selassie said, we in Ethiopia have one of, or maybe you hear me say it already, we in Ethiopia have one of the oldest version of the Bible. Whatever old it might be, whatever language it might be, the language remains the same. All right. And go back and make a thing say, until the philosophy that hold one race superior and the other inferior. And him say, until the color of a man's skin is of no significance than the color of his eye. And he mention other things until. And then him say, until that day, we Africans will fight if it is necessary. Because we are confident the victory of good over evil. Now, if Haile Selassie proclaims, say, them in Ethiopia are one of the oldest version of the Bible. And then go back now, go make a speech and say, until, What is the philosophy that all one race superior and the other inferior? Racism, white supremacy, that is the philosophy you matter about. Undeniable. I dare any man to come dispute that. Until the philosophy that all one race superior and the other inferior. And then we don't know the thing him say, because him never say until that day war, you know. And Bob Marley said that, you know. Him say until that day, we Africans will fight if it is necessary. All right, tell me something now. We can't stop fight, don't it? No, we will stop fight. Him say until. That is the operative word. Until. So when we see white people criticize, because I say that in an interview and all that, you know, and it go viral all over the world, you know. And some white youth come say, see it, man, against Haile Selassie word, you know, say Haile Selassie say until that philosophy. Tell him now read the whole light. Him say until that day we Africans will fight. Him African. Him an African. He must go tell him father. When him come hear about Rasta's philosophy, he must go tell him father and mother about that philosophy. Don't come turn around and say, boy, I'm not a racist. Because I say a racist to him say that. Him say until. And until that day, when that day come, I will all right. But all I know say white supremacy, colonialism, and racism still exists. And I have to fight right now. Because that is where Leonard Howell come and set up. Leonard Howell come and him say we must stop worship no King of England. And when Haile Selassie crowned on 1932 of November, him say, see we king there, our redeemer that. If we supposed to have a redeemer seen there. So we point to him, Haile Selassie. Him our redeemer. Some people say him are the Christ and all sort of things, and second coming of Jesus and all them some there. You know, see. So if a man feels me a fight, yes, because a man put the thing into context. See it into context. So when we say, me not believe in a God and me not believe in a devil, no, I say, see, them are atheists. Me not atheist. You mad? Me not atheist. Me a atheist. And me a walk barefoot all over the world to ask me how atheist, you know, atheist when that. Eh? I mean, me yard and make sure say certain food not coming at my house and certain food me not eat. And me depend on the road, you know, if you go to my hotel room to rot it, me sure say me go in there, me not make people go buy food for me unless me write it down. No sugar, nothing in there. No animal product, nothing in there. And if you can't read the ingredients, don't buy it. Because that's how them trick with too. Them put buy dunker things, you don't know it's what that. Me no biologist or me no chemist. We don't know what is the meaning of those words. We must say void of. No GMO, no. If I'm see that planet, I say, all right, I'm read down more. Say, all right, no sugar, no additives. I say, okay. Let me find out a beetroot yesterday. No additives. No, let me just put beetroot and lime. I say, all right, I can work with that. And I see it. So if that me I work with. So me not a atheist. Me just find some me I think. And me find some whole of people lack of that understanding of thinking, critically thinking about certain things. So I fight against you. And most of the thing when me talk is true, me go experience it. I'm live it in the bush. I'm ear brethren who have certain knowledge and understanding of certain things. And me don't fight against it. But me listen to them. It's not like when I hear them say certain things now. I'm going to say, don't brethren. Oh, yeah, I say that. You know, see, where you get that from? I'm going to say, God, actually, I made the heaven and the earth. Where you get that from? I just said about 1892. We must say, I just make the heaven. But come and turn I just in a God. I just say, higher than God. It's just simple. People would have vexed me say that, but it's the truth. Because I can't relate to Haile Selassie, the no's and the yes of Haile Selassie. I can't relate to God. Oh, I got go be like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ born a virgin, right? And him raised from the dead and all them something there. And you want me be like him? Me can't be like him, Rasta. And feed 5,000 people, so much fish and barley and all them something there. Me don't know. Me can't do that. So I'm going to live like him. Would have got born like him, virgin, and grow up from some fisherman and walk and water. And a magician business that. Me not have the connection there with Finn Father. I don't know who Jesus Father is, but I don't have no connection with that. Coming back now to the Bible, if you say anything of the Bible. Him say, when you see I see the Father, because the Father and the Son is one. And I say, well, we can't see that. So I have to go no further to go hear that. You know, see, when I hear certain man utter certain word in the Bible, I can't say it again because I understand what him say. It's something my mother say. You know, see it. But when me hear a man actually say the earth make 6 days, I say, what you talking about? In 6 days, God make them on the earth and 7 days rest. I'm tired. Oh, God, I was tired. Adam and Eve and man, you know, whole world get covered with water and 6 people in the ark. And I can't accept them something that's literal something. Come tell, give me it in a figurative language. Show me it a different way. What does that mean in my life, in the context of my life? Then I will say, yeah, well, it's a story. But you tell me, say, literally, a man build a wooden boat. In them days, they never have no welding or no nothing. And he build a boat. And you have every animal in that boat.
across the world.
Like kangaroo. Kangaroo, they Australia, them get the kangaroo them. To go way up no Sinai and all them way there. You know, see, all them giraffe there. One window and one door. A 500-foot boat. It's joke business. And me come from Am and all them something there. Shem and Japheth. And them try to tell you said this. And people are building and because the building too high. God confuse the language of the people there. What kind of madness that? I mean, must believe that literally. No, man, I can't work with that, man. I talk about life experience now. Where Virgin tell you something, and them experience it, and you're going like yourself, and you evaluate it, and you say, okay, yeah, I can't work with that, you know. But I not got Bible in my life. I not got Bible in my life, Rasta. And I see, because when me start to Selassie, I never did talk about I just was a Christian. I never come up that way there. And I come to say, my reality show me, say, him being a Christian don't stop me from experience. When I say I Selassie, what me do? Kind of experience me I talk about, you know. It's a cultural expression. I Selassie no locks. Yet till some man, him see a picture and him paint on a locks for I Selassie. To get in a false interpretation and consciousness. Me know say I Selassie no locks. You know, see, but that is not what is causing me to continue to say I Selassie. Just because I know say him adhere to Christianity, it's not that cause me to continue to say I Selassie. Because there's something that I Selassie did in Ethiopia, politically, that you have to really think about it. And then you realize, oh, I'm talking to the Ethiopian, then I'm not talking to me. Because everything I Selassie say is me my talk to. As a matter of fact, most of the things I say is not me my talk to. If you read the selected speeches of Haile Selassie and these books, most of the speeches I get is to the students, them, to the people, them, and this and this and that. You know, see it. When they talk about we in Ethiopia, one of the oldest version of the Bible, and them say, no matter the language, no matter the interpretation whatsoever, the language, it remains the same, right? I would have said, then suppose I can't read. I would have to interpret it according to a next person. See, the next person said. But if I can develop an experience and show I say, yeah, you know.
For those who are unaware, right? Can you explain how Queen Nyabingi inspired Rastafari to use the word Nyabingi?
Yeah, well, you know, the strangest thing is that most of us don't even know says a woman. Them really appraise that. Unfortunately, in the Naya Bingi ceremony and rituals, them kind of exclude women from certain things. If you play the drum, there's a time when a woman couldn't sit down around the drum and play. And we question that. In the house itself, we question that in the early days. We say, how come Naya Bing is a woman with a bonfire and in that house she can't play drum and the woman them can't play drum. But we get to understand that Naya Bing was a woman in a Uganda. And at that time, a whole heap of African states used to really have rebellion against the British in them country. You talk about Tanzania, Kenya, you know, and all these places. Them used to have a direct war against the British, and this queen did rise up in that way, and she used certain rituals to really deal with it. And one of the rituals them we are told was like the drums and the fire, the blazing of the fire, where them chant around the fire. And as a matter of fact, you have a whole heap of indigenous people who do that too. Because the Native Americans, them do it too. Them beat drum, chant around the fire and burn the British and things. So that was no different in a Uganda. And she was like a queen. She was like a leader. She lead the people, them Naya Binge, where I can talk about Nzinga and you know a lot of other female rise up in Africa. But the Rasta man see this queen, that was the first one them recognized in Africa. And they kinda use that now to propel the Naya Binge order. The Naya Binge order now say, yeah, them are going to fight against spiritual wickedness and colonialism by using the drums and the fire and chant. And sometimes these celebrations, as they would call it, can last for 3 days, 7 days, or 21 days. I remember we used to go to Naya Bingo with 21 days. Nobody no left there.
Hold on, fight. I was there chanting for 21 days.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And what happened that the drum not stop beat. The drum not stop because it a chant the whole time. And as if some man tired, some man get up and go there. And the fire, you have your fireman, them go chop down man tree and bring the tree and throw at the fire. Anywhere they would log out there, anywhere they would there, them go there, go blaze up fire and police. That I never have no building and them something. The man used to plant food just to go at the Naya Bingi. Because we never have no selling and all them things there. Man chant, bring food, and then them have one kitchen where you have certain man will cook, and them everyone eat, and the chant, even though that I go on, the chanting still a stay, and man a bonfire, and man a chant and a beat drum and them things, and that go on for days.
And I wanted to ask you, believe it or not, as a bald head, I went to a bingi before, right?
Eh?
I went to a Naya bingi before, right?
Yes.
And I always tell people, man, it's kind of like the purest experience I've ever had in my life, truth be told, in regards to like an energy vibe being around people, right?
Yeah.
What was your greatest experience at a bingi?
I don't know about no greatest experience, but I know the first bingi I go, and I eat, as a matter of fact, my elder sister now, she named Faraika, and her husband. And she and my wife, that time we never married still, but I will never have no youth. I will go to this bingi in Portland. And the first time I sit at the bingi and I hear the chant, when I hear man say, fire burn! I think some me talk. Lightning for this and burn that. Every time he said something, I take it personal and I say, wait how the man a fire burn me, so I just come here, you know. So that was the experience. My first bingi, maybe I had the second and third bingi too. But after a while now, you start to recognize what it is all about, and then you say clean. But I don't know if I can say my greatest experience in Anaya being, maybe that was my greatest experience in Anaya. For feels every time somebody says something is me, them attack. Because if a Rasta man pass and say, lightning for your balling now, my ear never saw I think I start to figure, say, wait, man, I fight against me Rasta. Say fire burn out this a man and man who yam this and yam who yam that. You know, I start to take it personal. You know, so I think that was my greatest experience in the early times.
And do you remember when you found out about Queen Ayabingi? Like when you started to learn that history?
Yeah, that's why I don't know if I remember a specific time, but I know one heap of man, as I know, in the beginning, never know who name Ayabingi. Them just come here about Ayabingi. And them chant Ayabingi. But after I sit down with, I don't remember who me sit down with, you know. Maybe a Plano, maybe one of them, you know, Tani, Poro. I don't remember who. We just come into it and then start to understand and read about this. Like, just like come read about Nzinga and, you know, other African queens, you know. Coming out with a Rasta, most of the Rasta man who teach me couldn't read, you know. When I teach me, but when I go monks, them couldn't read. Them man that side, that side, I looked at the sun. Get up every morning and I look at the sun. It's weird, the way you're mad. The man they build house without nail and hammer. And no cooking and no metal pot and all them something there. And them kind of Rasta life they will come
What they
out.
call them? Angelites or something? What's they call them?
Rasta, which
Birdites?
angel life? I don't know about no angel, born angel.
Somebody told me something about birdites or something one time.
I don't know nothing about them something there, brethren.
all right.
When me live up St. James, hey, I brethren him bongo you, man. Him dead. Him did him at 90 at the old. Him are the best herbalist. When I say herbal, I don't mean ganja, man. I mean, everybody balled uptown in a Montego Bay go to him. First time I go to Mumbai, him there on the beach and that's how I go. You see them man there, them I talk about no bun this and bun that. If you come in at them canvas thing with any certain thing, man, them run you like. You know some rasta man, if you have a plant in ganja, you go burn it to rotted. But you smoke it. Him run you. Because I say after him spend 6 months of planting ganja, you come burn it like a Babylon. Because go Babylon, them know burn herbs. So it's not like you have people where, you know, because if you hear them, the only reason why I sound away, you know, is because I expose it to a camera or to the radio. But it's not me one as a Rasta don't wear shoes. What if a Rasta don't wear shoes? But it's just that me is the one who in front of camera, they on stage and all these things. So it come like, the brother has different team, man. He never wear no shoes. I can't go and Mobile show you enough Rasta without wear shoes. That's it. I can't go among Rasta man who still hold certain height and levity where I still do over dead. When I say dead, I mean say, I eat certain things now when I say, but where I tell, years ago, I even touch that. I cook in a certain pot now, I say, but here I go, a yaba, I cook in a clear pot and all them something there. You see, man, the most Rasta we never used to smoke ganja. I know me want to smoke ganja. Yeah, but I just want to smoke ganja still we are Rasta, but when I come, I know me want to smoke ganja. The whole of the Rasta they will make them amongst never smoke ganja. And you can't go smoke ganja amongst them. Because them go cook it, eat it, and then when we don't eat it, we'll sit down like, yes, man, you know, that's all right, that's all right, you know. Yeah, man. That day they done. If you eat it, in the morning, you know, it's better you don't have no feel for go chop out, you know. Better you don't have no work for go do because when you don't cook up that with onion and scale like callaloo, when you cook it up with scale and onion and put on your rice and peas and them stuff there, when you don't eat it by your house. Yes, Rasta. No, yeah, man. I don't know. I never experienced where I come from.
All right, we give thanks for the history.
But me hear your interview
Go ahead.
profile, you know.
Yeah.
Me hear your interview profile, you know.
Yeah.
And me have profile spar for years, you know.
No, he told me.
Yeah, from one hill to the next hill.
Yeah.
That him eventually come build a house near me.
Yeah.
In a Montego, but him used to the Awoche.
Yeah.
And I up there, so we used to boil the whole heap of coconut oil.
That's how I know about the coconut oil and everything.
Yes. That the man, we no long pants and no have nothing for them in and barefoot and chat through Babylon certain way. Rough. You know, see, we don't have nothing about no Bible and, you know, Jesus and everything other people call them no different name. And, you know, 12 tribe and, you know, Bobo and them, you know, them something there. I just push and I had the daughter them too.
Because you told me everybody, I guess, used to assist with everyone plot on different days to help with the farming.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you told me that
man.
about it.
Yeah, man. And we are knit while the daughter them a cook and all them there. You see, because the knitting are the thing we bring in the money. You know, them kind of way there. So we need to time them and go sell them. So it's a liberty, man. It's a liberty. You know, see, it's a liberty, brethren. I tried with plant sucker from St. Thomas go clear a man to go be from bus. Because you have a next set of brethren who used to live over St. Thomas there. We up on top of one hill. When them plant the food and go. We never used to go to market. We don't buy food at market. Because you don't know who the food that come from, where the food that come from. I know me I buy food in a supermarket. My life done. My life done to that class because, you know, it's like, what me I do at this market? What me I do at this supermarket? Man wrap everything in a plastic bag and all them blood clot something. What me I do? You know, it's that thing. You know, see. But you look at it and you say, all right.
No, he was telling me, Prophet told me everybody started leaving because you have families and stuff. So everybody kind of settled down a little bit, you know?
Yeah,
It wasn't
man. Yeah,
conducive
man.
for the
Yeah,
family
man.
life, you know?
Because them time they would just start treading on rasta like, high, you know. Highly high till last year, you know, just a go through.
How long you lived in the hills?
I did know, I could feel like that. I know the 70s, you know. I don't know if it's the extent of the 80s. I don't know. But I remember, you know, it's a good little while though. Because we build all, well, I know somebody have put house for 15 years. Where profile come build a house. So I did there for 15 years. And I did there Red Hills. And I remember about 20 years.
20 years.
About 20 years up there. The man them days, nobody don't want to take up and bus, you know. If I go mobile, because the coconut them, well, get a oche. I carry go a man to go be a market. And we have 2 cocos bag of coconut. You know. We throw, them they have some Volkswagen van with them open the back. And they go in there. The people them don't want to go in at the van with the people them. Because them say we here. I go touch the people them. We have to squeeze up with the luggage in the back of the van. And drive go to Ochi. Go and drive mobile with the van, you know. From Ochi to mobile. In the back of the van. With the coconut them and people them luggage and everything. Like we are luggage too. So we have to still luggage there. And go. See him here. See him like in a Kingston. I go to Kingston and I go to New Kingston and I there at the bus stop. And I go there and say, hold on the dread. You can't go in there now, you know, because the people them I got to work and you hear I go touch them. So what that? Blood clot. Understand? I go to jail for ganja, I don't smoke ganja. Them things there. The first time I walk a man thing over here. I walk on the edge of the road and the man with them jeep, the policeman. And he make a wrong move, you know. And I turn around and say, hey, think about them batty boy will live a mobile this. I will tell me go tell that. The man jump out of the van and grab me and say, watch me. Go in the van, wait till I reach the police station. I said, oh bad. I said, oh, the first time you walk a mobile, a policeman go beat me. I go carry me to the police station and go beat me. And then put me in the cell. And some man, it's weird, you know. When you're in the cell, you know, it's a thing like that there, but it's wood. So a one man can lay down on it. And you have a 7, 8 man in the cell. And the shit bucket, they're right beside it. Because so you have to shit, you know, you shit on the shit bucket and left it there until them come out. But I them tell you, let you out because it's empty. And when a brother who just come in at the cell now go lay down pan something now, and a brother who did dead there, say, hey, call him whatsoever and say, yeah. And the man take the shit bucket and dose the brother, you know. And you know how it happen now. Because when them do it, you know, shit a fly all over the place, you know. Can you just take it and not treat, so you know. Yeah, everybody have to dodge, you know. The police them turn on a blood bath hose. And that's for them hose out the cell, you know.
So
And
fine.
because we tell a policeman, say, hey, you think I want bad boy, this and that. Because usually them used to say, first time they used to say, I pay a Batman there, I'm you know. You didn't know that? Yeah, man, them used to say it, man, say, I pay a Batman there, I'm yeah. The next time, when we there at Potosi Hills, you know, me and IRV, I don't know if you know a bird name, IRV.
I heard the name on.
Me and IRV and them lady and another daughter in a van. And the daughter drive, she's a foreigner, she drive. Come off of there and she a smoke out and she see the police car down the road. And she dropped the split on the ground in the car. And the policeman stopped her and said, well, I smell God in this car, you know. And the man see the split on the ground and the daughter who was driving, say, fear one, you know. Him say, nah, take that. He might carry the whole of the police station. Because when we go down there, we are going to say, I know none of it one. The daughter tell him, say, fear one, you know. And the daughter was in there, which was IRV lady, she did pregnant. And then lock her up. And we have said, but the daughter pregnant, we said, we're not dealing with. But you know, see the daughter, she was this daughter of a minister, politician minister. And when them hear say she down there, them call the station. And that's how she get to come out. You understand? All right. We go to court. Anyway, the next time I get ganja, old for ganja now. I'm driving a trench town with a next brother and my wife, where are my children them, and a next daughter where used to move on, say. And him see the police, man, and him drop the ganja in the car again, and a different thing this now. And when him drop it and the thing, the police stop the car. And them say, I can't hold on to go to jail, you know. And the brother say, my ganja. Him say, I don't care whatsoever. I can't go. The man, for them cheap, you know. It not have no back, you know. You just have a long seat where you put on the whole on the seat and the whole on over there. So them sit down beside you. The policeman sit down at the policeman sit down at the edge. And they put me beside him. My lady and the other lady and thing. And then the other policeman them sing over there. And we are drive go up the road. Because we have got Admiral Town Police Station out around a slide road. And we are drive go up the road. And obviously the road I don't know. No highway. A pure patrol there on the road. It's a weird thing, you know. I'm telling you this, it's happened to me, you know. A pure patrol there on the road, and the man a driving Jeep up, you know, and the Jeep dropping over the patrol and go so and rock on him, you know. The policeman told me, I said, wait, I push you, I try push, bro. I push you, I try push me out of the man. Wait till I go to police, wait till I go and see it. That's it. I said, don't sir, you know, so you can't explain it to him. Them lock up the whole of it in one cell. Oh, kid didn't have the kid in there too. Kid didn't have the play. No, kid in there. I think kid in there now. Anyway, we go to the cell, we go to the police station, and them lock up in the cell. Same shit bucket and all them something there. Where we in the car? Where we in the I think it was a Jeep, not a Jeep, yeah. No, the brother never drive, it's a Volkswagen Miller drive. When we did in the car, we were tuning that play with Bob Marley. 3 o'clock, roadblock. I've got to throw away my little herb stock. You see, when we in the cell, the policeman come in front of the and a tan, you know. 3 o'clock, roadblock, and I got to throw. I said, what the blood bad, right, with them people are that. The man I singing the song about, and I was 3 o'clock too, you know. I was 3 o'clock, and they said, I've got to throw away my little herb stock. Me never have the herbs and the youth one, and them tell themselves him one. Him go up halfway through police courthouse now, and them call up the case. And them say, how many name again? A big boy son. The man said, guilty or not guilty? The judge. The virgin get up and say, it's that I come to find out, sir. I say, appeal laughing in the blood bad courthouse, you know. And that's for come to find out them charge, but that's how little bit of money them charge you. I'll let you go. So, and them little thing they know, they're at death side now, they'll lock me up again and send time there. And the fuck me was so much ganja, and I want to them take the ganja them and pack up in one of the sell them. A policeman passed me and say, what the Blumbat you deal with? Exactly, I come in and say blood clot most of the time we have Blumbat. Everybody know I'm me originate that. Blumbat. Policeman locked up and say me tell him bad word. So them say I'm going to have to come back a sentence. I'm come back a sentence and go in front of the judge. The judge say, no, him never come and say him never come at the policeman never come at the courthouse. So the judge asked me, what you come here for? I say, well, a policeman locked me up and say I must come back to court, sir. And he said, me tell him a bad word. So the policeman, so the judge said, tell me what you tell him. I said, Blumbat. He said, if that you tell him, then that's why I bring me come back here. Man, go home here, man. So the judge go. So I just saw it go. I saw it go.
All right. There's so much criticism about the younger generation and what the youth are doing, right? I asked a football coach recently, I asked him why kids have changed so much. He told me kids have not changed at all. It's the parents that have changed. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, the parents was kids, you know. Right? I have children, I have children. So everybody has changed. It's not only the kids. The parents change, obviously, as him say. But the kids change because the kids become parents. So, and there's something that the kids are bring over to parenthood that is not desirable, as it is. So the African experience, the African consciousness. So you will have what we call the closeness of the outside culture of the colonialists. The colonialists, the culture is more prominent now with the advent of technology, with the advent of traveling. You know, the other time when some people never used to leave Jamaica and go foreign. Now everybody have visa. Go out, everybody have a family in America where them can go visit. And then now the popularity of the television. And now we have the new God, what we even call the iPhone, that helps make that culture override the older culture of where we call your grandmother and even your mother, because them days your mothers it kind of get. I think my mother did old. Because when I hear my mother say, I want to live to 50. I say, hey. I know me a 70 other, me I say, wait, I wonder where my people never say no. That's it. So it's like them days you look at your mother as a big woman. Anytime she says something to you, you say yes. Nowadays, the children them now, them will be all 15 and their mother 30. You know, see? So, in them days, I say a 30-year-old mother is, you know, I say she's old. But you never usually hear of a woman who is 30. I really have picked me, even though she could have have it, but you never so prominent to you. But now you see, young girls are walk up and down with little baby. I walk, better about pick me and walk. And them all 16, 17, 18. You know, they're a teenager and them are pick me. You know, and that now you find say they have not been able to come out of that what they call Jamaican cultural experience to really make the youth them come out right. I mean stay in it. You see, because meanwhile them are move. The picnic move with them. So when the young mothers and fathers move and gone into the Americanization of the culture, the children they move and gone into the Americanization of the culture too. So where you find all a dance hall now. You will find a mother and wear picnic clothes, come and dance. The grandmother and wear the mother clothes, come and dance. And when you hear much with the grandmother, I just said, then what you do a dance, much as you want you pick the clothes. See? So that help now to make everything get confused and mix up. You don't know who is the mother, who is the grandmother, who is the people, because all of them share the same outlook. And that is the introduction or the invasion of the Americanization of our culture.
And there's another aspect I want to touch on. I feel that plays a big role. I observe people growing abroad to work and leaving their children, because it seems like the person that's watching the child, yes, they're watching them, but it's not their child at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a little neglect in regards to the guidance that they need and the respect from that child. What do you think about that?
Yeah, because you know, you have what we call now the barrel people, them grew up with them friends.
Grandmother.
Yeah, but the mother and the father, they are foreign. And only time them know what the mother and father is when them get a barrel come with woolly pack. China things from made in China things, and them feel good about it. And the father and the mother feel say, yeah, they might take care of them pick me. Yeah, sometimes the father left the mother in a Jamaica and gone a foreign since who come back. And then him go have another family over there and forget the family over in a Jamaica. And the people don't have no guidance. You see, the mother alone become father for the people them. And him out there, or the youth out there, and they might get guidance from undesirables in the community. Because there was a time when we could have said, you really make the village take care of the children. You can't say that again, because the village really is a school. Because the people spend more time in the school and in the village, more than in the village itself and in the house. And normal people spend 8 to 9 to 10 hours in a school.
5 days a week.
And by them come home, them go and go bed and watch TV. So that is where I bring them up. So you don't have a village that take care of child again. Because the father not there, the mother not there. And then now the youth is left to the disposal of anything when at the community. And most of the time at the community, especially at the garrison them, especially in a so-called ghetto. It's undesirables are the things. And like 16. In Jamaica right now, 16, them catch a youth, a little youth the other day, 7-year-old, a carry gun go to school. And when I talk about no little pipe gun, I talk about big gun. And them I try to figure out, oh, him have a gun like that in a school. And a whole heap of the youth them are dead now. Not only them friend that kill them, but police. And some teenager youth, some teenager youth. So we have a serious problem. Well, it can't get rid of it, but we don't know if the leaders them have the guts to get rid of it. And when I show them alternative, them still I look on it like Rasta business, them really, and them sister the influence of Rasta is prominent to the point where it has changed lives, not only in Jamaica but all over the world. But them, you know what I'm saying, a prophet is without honor in their own country. That is really where it takes place now with Rasta and the system. That even though them cannot cheer Rasta, say, yes, Bob Marley and, reggae music and powerful and everything. But the serious part where we assure them, we will make things change and make things happen for we. Them get so still in the British colonial system and the Americanization and them politics, that them refuse to really hear. And we say, yeah, well, the watchman see the danger and don't want the people. The brother people up on film shoulder, and now we don't want them already. So we see a whole heap of blood around, and we really try to help to stem that. That is why we do things like these where we are there. So now, that we can pass a message electronically out there to those of us who might not be able to go to the youth them directly.
That's why you do this electronically.
Yeah, because you know, because some people say, especially in Jamaica, you have some people who say, why too much talk, that. You me say to them, no, only the dumb envy the talkative. Because I talk to at least 100,000 people every Wednesday night. And that is enough, because no state show no draw 100,000 people in Jamaica. So if me spend 4 hours, because that stage me depend, 4 hours on a microphone, I talk to people about something where me feel as a Rasta man is of value for really make the youth them mind look for another alternative to where them have now. I'm see say it happen over the years, and not from the mere fact that me there so, it means it a work. You understand? So me no watch people when I'm telling me say, boy, I move out upon the radio talk. Where you go do? Where you no farmer political? I say me not a politician. You know, see, me a man who philosophize, teach, you know, give suggestions and ideas to the whole thing. So me not go really go jump in at something. Me not a politician. Me not a, you know.
We had this conversation, Muda, as black people. I feel that they feel you're supposed to do everything, and they feel you just can't. You get what I'm saying? The man who's a teacher
everybody
is a
have their own
teacher.
work.
You know, the man who's a teacher, not necessarily the entrepreneur, and the entrepreneur not a teacher, but in our community, they feel you're supposed to do everything. You're supposed to start the organization. You're supposed to
For
run
them,
the,
yeah.
You're supposed to influence.
When you don't start a political party, I say, me, you think them go accept no barefoot man around if I don't tell them what to do, you talk about. Me I do what me supposed to do. And I don't feel so me I talk too much. Because I see what I do when me talk. Trying to make fact that me reach us so. That means somebody say something where make you listen, and you say, boy, would I like it, a brother there. For talk, you understand? You have someone who write book, which me do too. When me not write book, I write poetry. Where when them listen to you, when them read what you say, you know, very interesting, I'm going to play upon that. No, you have TikTok. You have TikTok where I go on terrible, you have TikTok where I go on good. Sometimes you put on your TikTok, I say a man say something very inspirational. And you say, you make you think. And sometimes you see TikTok now, it's some woman I wind up and say, what is? You understand? So you have to know it go. You have to know it go. You can't go lick down the thing where you want to happen, where you not do. You have to tell the next man say why him not do it. Because when a man say, why not start a political party? I say, the way you do in your community. You can't just call me and tell me what to do and where I do what I do.
I wanted to ask too, man. You mentioned we spoke about parents. I want to ask about your own mother, right? I know early on it must have been shocking to her when you started to try Rastafari. How was your relationship with your mother towards the end?
My mother a good friend, man. My good friend is just that me used to live with her, you know. And when me just started the Rasta, when me used to go to school, me used to join 12 tribe.
You was in 12 Tribe Fire?
Yeah, man, we started at 12 tribe.
Fire was too hot for this man to be in 12
Eh?
Tribe. I know you was in 12 Tribe.
Yeah, man, me from school. When I got school, I go join 12 tribe. Because I read Bible like me a Christian, see me like how 12 tribe tell us a Christian. And I read my Bible and go at 12 tribe, Davis Lane, down at Trenchtown, Brother Garden, all of them, go up a stand up hill. Anyway, 12 tribe, me there 12 tribe. And me remember me used to carry my Bible go at 12 tribe. Because you know 12 tribe man I used to walk up and down with them Bible and thing. Me have to put the Bible through the window and go around the back of the yard and take the Bible to walk. You know why? Because my mother knows I know Christianity me I deal with a rasta, me I read the Bible. She don't want to see me. From me have the Bible, she start to curse. Because she knows I know Christianity me I search her. Because she used to say me go to Roman Catholic Church. And she never used to go. That's it. She never used to go. I mean, do all of the things them in a Catholic church, take communion and this and that. But it's just like a thing to me. But the reading of the Bible now, they grab me. And the whole, if I gather on the 12 tribe, everybody have red, gold, and green, and you know, you feel like you belong to this. This is what you belong to. But it may evolve from that. Me the Jesus thing and the God thing with them, and you know them really. So me evolve and I'm going Naya Bingi. And I say, no, this is for me now. Because I evaluate now between 12 tribe and Naya Bingi. And I say Naya Bingi look more like where me want, Rasta and potent and thing. And I left our yard and I go to bush go live. So when me decide to come at the yard now, so me come at town, the only place me have to stay is our house. When we come our house now, me no cook in our kitchen again. We cook outside. When I cook my thing, she say, oh yeah, come and say vegetable and things. She say, so we're there. You left the yard and go turn rabbit. Because she say, vegetable me I eat one. The salt thing and she want it, but she can't take it. She said, no, God, I'm medicine this. But here we know, later down in her life with me, she say, the doctor said, I must cut down for my salt. I say, yeah, because hypertension that. So I say, see, that something I never read in a book. A bush me go understand that. So all the Rastaman is know that. Because you have Rastaman who sing through, not the dread now go a sea because the sea too salt and all them. So you have tune like that, you know. And me I say, so all the Rastaman is know all of these things. And them never did read it in a book. Them just understand it from a level. Him understand say, from even the whole time. You know, so when a dark night, you know, plant certain thing. You know, so you know, chop certain, you know, chop bamboo certain time. And so him know all of that. And him a develop a mindset that is totally different from where my mother would have experienced as a young. If you can't talk about her granny, and your granny used to do this, and your granny do that. But the rest of man carried further than that. Further than what your granny used to do, or what your granny used to say. I may never say that not 12 tribe. Because 12 tribe man, them and them same thing where them never used to eat except pork. And that is the same thing where them never used to do. Where them used to do. When them have all head.
The part I can't figure out, Mood, is that how did the first question I have is, do you think Rastafari would have been able to evolve to the heights it did in a different location outside of Jamaica?
No, man, Rastafari develop at the right place where it's supposed to develop, man. So we can't go imagine now another place. Because maybe if you just go another place, I wouldn't be Rasta. Because you have dreadlocks in India, sadhus. The sadhus, them dreadlocks, but them have a different vibes. You know, them do things different, them laps. You have people in the Congo who do things different. You know, down in a Zulu land, in a Durban, when you go down there, them are Zulu. So when I say, if we never imagine that, because that never come in my mind, if we get up in a Jamaica, the right place where we get up in a, and we do the right things, them, and we evolve, even though some people don't want to see it as an evolution. Because you can't start here, so, and when you see something where look like it different from you, so you say, boy, you now move because you don't there. So that's a Christianity. Christianity don't allow you to evolve your consciousness. Rasta allow you to do it, you know, but some Rasta afraid to evolve. You see, because them feel say if them go say that, man never burn them out. You know, see, because I start at Jesus, you know, I'm in the Jesus thing, because I understand that now. Because the more I read, and the more I critically think about it, and the more I hear people who have more knowledge of certain things than me, I sit down and evaluate myself and say, all right, we have to move from that. You see, so the 12 tribe thing, me used to see it when me read the Bible, Genesis 49 and this and that, but me not see myself as no Israeli right now. Me not call myself nothing but Rasta. Me a Rasta. Me not call Haile Selassie God, Jesus, return Messiah and them thing there. Haile Selassie to me, I just Haile Selassie. So I take what Haile Selassie I work with and when me see in Haile Selassie and work with it.